So example 2a, we are going to find the inverse again, but instead of finding the inverse of a table that we did in example 1 there, we are going to find the inverse of an equation. And again, that main idea holds. The x's and the y's switch. So we're going to find the inverse. What is the inverse of y equals 5x squared minus 2? Again, x's and the y's switch. So when I'm trying to find the inverse, my first step is to switch the x and the y around. The x and the y switch in my equation, okay? They literally just switch places. Where I see a y, I put x. Where I see an x, I put y. So this stays, that second power still stays with this variable, it just switches what the variable is. So x equals 5y squared minus 2. After I switch my variables, I need to solve for y. I need to get the new y by itself. So to get this y by itself, that first thing that I'm going to do is get rid of this minus 2. I'm using inverses. The inverse of subtraction is adding. I add 2 to both sides. And then I need to get rid of this 5. So I will divide both sides by 5. And then to get rid of this y, or to get rid of the y squared, to undo my second power, we square root both sides. Y equals the square root of x plus 2 over 5. But one thing we have to remember is when we take the square root of both sides, we have to put plus or minus in. Okay, as soon as we take that square root, plus or minus goes in just like before. So the inverse of my relation 5x squared minus 2 is plus or minus square root of x plus 2 over 5. And we'll talk about this a little bit more, but this actually is not a function because if I take a value for x and plug it in, I get 2 y values. One x value gives us a positive and a negative value for y. And again, we'll talk about that more as we go.